Good morning, pretties. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. I have been having a good week. It's been a little scattered, I think is the best word to use to describe it. I feel like my energy's like going out all over the place, and I haven't been very focused, but that's okay. I'm still accomplishing stuff. All right, so today's coffee chat topic is something that one of you actually suggested to me yesterday when I did the motivation coffee chat, which if you guys haven't watched that, then I highly recommend going back and watching the motivation coffee chat from yesterday. We have organized these coffee chat videos on our Facebook page at Get Your Pretty On. And you can find the coffee chats playlist there. So you can go back and watch past episodes, which is awesome. So in yesterday's, sorry about that. We talked about how you don't always have to feel motivated in order to take action. And, you know, I think that's where a lot of us get tripped up. We say, I don't feel like working out, or I don't feel like getting up earlier, or I don't feel like cleaning out my closet, when in reality, you don't always have to be feeling it to do it. So I think that that's one of the reasons why a lot of us put off, you know, steps that it takes to reach goals and procrastinate things because we're just not feeling it. So one of you had posted in the comments and said that you were struggling with something that was overwhelming you, and in this case it was cleaning out your closet. And you asked if I had any tips to make that go a little bit better. So I was thinking about it, and the recommendation that I came up with was something that's a kind of like a mantra of mine whenever I have a big goal or something that's really overwhelming me. And as a highly sensitive person, I get overwhelmed really easily. If I have more than a few things on my to-do list in a day or more than a few calls in a day, I just kind of start feeling anxious about that, which is weird because also one of my gifts, on the other hand, is to be able to take a big overwhelming project or goal and break that down into actionable steps and create processes around it. So, you know, once I get over that overwhelm, I can usually be really effective at reaching goals. But the one thing that I told her, this mantra that I live by, is that the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time, right? Okay, so I recommended to her that she take a timer, set it for 15 minutes, and just start working on something in the closet, anything. It could be maybe you need to clean out your underwear drawer and get rid of the stuff that, you know, needs to go. Or maybe you can go in and start organizing your scarves. Or maybe it's a matter of going through your accessories and getting rid of some stuff in there that you no longer wear or that's old and out of style. It doesn't matter. Just block out the time, set a timer for 15 minutes, and do what you can in that amount of time. And the funny thing about that is that once you start, that sense of accomplishment from just that 15-minute block is going to spur you to either spend more time doing it if you have more time, or it's just going to give you, again, the sense of accomplishment that's going to make you want to finish out the task. So anyway, you know, I was thinking about this, and this past week, and I haven't really told anyone this except my husband and my business manager, Lauren, I have had a dream in my heart of publishing a book. And I've been thinking about this for like a year now and really haven't taken any concrete steps to make this happen because it does seem really big and really overwhelming to me. So I reached out to a friend this week who's in the publishing biz, and she gave me some excellent advice. She gave me a checklist, and she gave me just tons of information on what I need to do to take action. But even with all that, it's still a really daunting process that can take up to 2 years. So I've decided that I have to take this elephant one bite at a time. Like this, there's no other way to do this. Otherwise, I'm never going to make it happen. So this week, I set a timer on Tuesday for 30 minutes and started researching literary agents that are in the genre of the book that I want to publish, and creating a database of what they require for submissions and their contact information. So that's what I did the first day with my 30 minutes. And then yesterday, I again set a timer for 30 minutes, and I started actually working on the submissions requirements. And although they all require different things, I was able to go through and make kind of a master list, because I can pick and choose the things that each one of them requires individually. And I actually ended up having a submission ready for one of the literary agents. I didn't send it in yet. I'm going to, but I got one completely done in that 30-minute time period. So, that was a huge win too. And, this is something that I've been equally wanting to do and dreading because it seems so overwhelming and so daunting. And I'm sure that you have a goal out there that is the same for you. I don't know what that goal is. Maybe it is cleaning out your garage or cleaning out your closet, or you want to start on the journey of weight loss or having a healthier lifestyle or finding a new career. I know that that's a big one for a lot of women. Whatever it is, I'm sure that you feel equally excited and dreading it at the same time. But I think that's where you have to really focus on your why. Like, why do I want this? And with the book, I feel like this is a way for me to take the GY platform on a larger scale and to reach more women with it, and, to get our message out there and get in front of a national audience. And, I see publishing a book as a way to do that. And I have to ask myself then, is this worth it to me? Absolutely. Absolutely. When you think about the why and really think about your why behind what your overwhelming goal is right now. And again, this all goes back to routine. It's something as simple as having a daily routine, holding yourself accountable, blocking out time. I always go back to my hourly calendar that I keep on a daily basis. I live and die by that calendar. It has everything blocked out in there that I want to get done in a day, because I know if it's not in that calendar, it's probably not going to happen. So I have been putting these 30-minute blocks of time in that calendar every day to work on this specifically. And sometimes I go for the full 30, sometimes I stop after 20, sometimes I go for an hour. The only thing that matters is that I have it blocked off in there. And, I keep that date with myself even when I'm not feeling it. Motivation doesn't matter. Just remember that. So, start small, set the timer for 15 minutes. Maybe the only thing you're going to accomplish today is getting some old clothes taken out of your closet. It's okay. You started it, and it's going to be that much less daunting next time you want to do it. So, all right. So I wanted to read you this quick excerpt from an article in Introvert Entrepreneur. It gives a little bit of insight. All right. So they say, most likely we have some fear. We have some beliefs about that humongous elephant, and we're motivated and deflated by the sight of it. First off, start by naming your elephant. For instance, name it book or website or relationship or new career or cleaning out my closet. How do you feel when you think about being on the other side of your elephant? Do you feel accomplished and full? Try renaming the elephant to reflect what you want to experience. Focus on your intention. Using this guidance, my book elephant might sound like this. I feel empowered and confident as I share my unique voice with the world. I think that's important too, is think about how you're going to feel on the other side of conquering this elephant, even if it's, your closet or it's a weight loss goal or whatever. Think about how you're going to feel when you accomplish that goal. And that's another thing that's really going to keep you focused on it and chipping away at it every day. And the article goes on to say, how does that help? By focusing on what I want to feel, I am opening myself up to possibility. My elephant might evolve, and if I'm too focused on a specific make and model appearing at a specific time, I might miss an even better outcome. I love that. Whatever your dream may be right now, there might be a different outcome for that, but that's exactly what you're supposed to get. So anyway, some other tips for keeping your elephant in perspective. Be authentic. The more true to you and authentic your intention and goal, the more likely you are to be committed and take action. For me, writing a book is very personal to me, and it's a true reflection of my creativity, so it's really important for me to take action. One bite at a time. When you feel overwhelmed, it helps to remember to take your commitments and actions and break them into bite-sized or fun-sized goals. Remind yourself that you have choices about what you say yes and no to, and when and how you move forward. I love the term fun-sized. It reminds me of, fun-sized candy bars. So these timed intervals that we're doing, you can refer to as your fun-sized chunks. All right, next up is celebrate your wins. I think this is so important. Each time you reach a milestone, celebrate it. Treat yourself in a way that seems appropriate. Acknowledge your progress and channel that positive energy into taking the next bite. Yes, celebrate the journey, not just the destination. This is so important for us to remember. I'm really bad about this. I don't think any of us think about giving ourselves credit for the small steps that we do on a daily basis that create the bigger results, but we need to celebrate those just as much as we do the big wins. Next is enlist helpers. Surround yourself with people who will support you. They may be your friends, colleagues, family members, coaches, mentors, or advisors. Keep connected to people who inspire, encourage, and challenge you. I can't stress this enough. This is so important. You know, I mentioned earlier, I shared this dream with my husband and my business manager. And, you know, the more people that you can kind of enroll in your goals, the more of a support network you're going to have. And maybe you need to hire a professional. Maybe you need a coach, or you need a trainer, or you need somebody, an organizational expert, someone who can come in and help you out with this. That's okay. Just make sure that you enlist the help and you have people cheering you on. And the next one is trust the process. By focusing on the experience you want to have and making choices based on your intention, you can trust that you are moving towards your goal, even if things look differently than you anticipated. And then at the end of the article, this says, this quote from Francis of Assisi sums up how to eat an elephant. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. I love that. All right, so it's your turn this week. I want you to commit to taking 15 minutes today. Just 15, 10. If you can't handle 15. And I want you to work on one of your goals. Maybe it's just sitting down to do some research. Maybe it's whatever small step it is, it doesn't matter as long as you take 15 minutes today and you focus on accomplishing something that's overwhelming you right now. And I want to hear about your results. I think accountability is important, and we can use this community as an accountability partner. So please keep the conversation going in the comments. You can also join the conversation in the Get Your Pretty on Pretties group if you want to have it over there in a more private space. That is perfectly fine too. DM me on Instagram. I love hearing from you. I love your ideas. And as always, if you have something that you would love to hear about in a coffee chat, please let me know. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys accomplish with your 15 minutes today. So please keep in touch with me, and I will see you back here for Friday's coffee chat. Bye.